I was prompted to do a reading today with a question that came to mind when I was doing a meditation right before I jumped on. And the question that I was picking up from the collective consciousness is, should I stay or should I go? Okay. So I'm feeling a lot of new directions and new paths. And these questions in mind, should I stay or should I go within a relationship? Should I stay within this field in my career? Should I move? I mean, all these questions are pretty much up there right now. A lot of changes. And since we have a new moon and we're entering Gemini right now, we're going to have that split type of mind set, you know, the twins kind of going, you know, what am I doing here? We're being kind of pulled into two different areas. The polarity is a lot more obvious. And I just wanted to go with that. So if this resonates, that's lovely. If not, it's not your story. But I would like to keep this to a love read. So should I stay or should I go within my relationship? How about that? So I'm going to pull a couple cards and let's see what the advice is, huh? So I hope everyone's doing well. Venus retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Mercury retrograde. I mean, it's heavy right now, real heavy in this whole quarantine, and it's a little crazy. So no wonder we're all kind of like, what am I doing? All right, so I'm gonna do a couple of shuffles and let's see what we get. I'm kind of posed in that situation too, so not alone at all. Just because I'm a psychic, you would think I would know better. Getting into these love relationships. No, I don't know better because I'm human. Make the same mistakes even though I'm a psychic. Psychic medium is what it is, life, right? We're here to make mistakes and have that human experience. You meet our soulmates and meet our karmic soulmates and just learn those lessons. Once we start understanding that we are all light bodies just coming to have a human experience, we won't have any grudges or hurts towards any of our exes or people that have wronged us, okay? They're lessons. It's karma. You have to think of it, okay, I fulfilled my karmic contract and he or she fulfilled their karmic contract. And that's how we have to do it. And let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm feeling it. All right, so what do we got? So we have suitable, and it's a 2. The waiting game. So really think about repercussions, what the long-term results are going to be of this. The short-term results are going to be of this. Suffering and silence. Some of us need to speak up, communicate with our partners, and have honest conversations of what's going on. Okay? Honesty doesn't hurt anybody. You might end up working a couple of things out. Suffering and silence is not something that is good for any kind of partnership. See? If we don't continue to suffer in silence and we move into having a conversation, an honest conversation, the first honest conversation should be done with yourself, the internal dialogue, okay? And then definitely speak to your partner and figure out if this can be worked out or not. That's where we're at right now. Hopefully it can. Yeah, we need to take a break. So I know we kind of have been taking a break, but you know, this quarantine, this is the Four of Swords. So this quarantine actually could be rejuvenating. I know I found this to be very, like, I needed this rest. But for some people, it has not been rejuvenating. You know, they're home with their loved ones, close quarters, you know, they're trying to work from home, and they're all, you know, the kids are banging on the door, especially if you have small kids, you know, and then you and your husband or you and your wife are trying to find a way to look after the children while you're working from home and small quarters. I mean, that's challenging. So maybe you need some rest and rejuvenation from this. Maybe take a daily walk to the park or go for a drive. Remove yourself from that environment so you could think clearly and you won't have this suffering in silence type of situation. Speak up. It's okay to speak up. You'll never go wrong with speaking the truth. It's the truth. This will give you a positive push forward. Okay? What do we got next? Wisdom. Is this right for you? Is this relationship right for you? Have we learned any mistakes? Has your partner learned any mistakes? Are we making the same mistakes? Or are we going to let go of all the garbage and move forward? Or you can have the wisdom of this person's not learning from all their mistakes and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's the same empty promises. What did you learn from this? Conflict and defeat. A lot of changes. Conflict and defeat. Whenever there's conflict, that doesn't mean you have to be defeated. I feel like what I'm feeling is that there's a lot of fear when you speak up, you know, the suffering and silence. If there's this type of situation going on, the conflict and defeat. Conflict's fine. We need conflict. Growing pains, you know? How are we ever going to move forward if we're not going to speak up? You know, you can't wait for things to go away. You know, I'm a Pisces. I'm a master procrastinator. I just want it to go away. I don't want to deal with it. I just want it to just like fade away. Just go away over there. Maybe they'll forget about it. It never happens. Because, you know, I've been in my last relationship, like, he actually waited to talk about it and waited and suffered in silence. And this is where we're at now. Split. But it was good for both of us, you know? And don't see it as defeat. New beginnings. So for a big majority of you, there will be splits and there will be new beginnings. But I feel a lot of splits. I feel breakups. If not, then maybe there's going to be a new beginning in co-parenting. Could be a new beginning in the routine. And then we're going to and also, what am I hearing? A new beginning in communicating. So a new way of communicating. Maybe you guys can text each other if you guys cannot not raise your voice when you're, you know, engaged in a conversation or an argument if it escalates. So text each other or have a notebook in which you write your piece and then the other person can read it, take their time and write their piece and go back and forth. Also, I'm hearing if you can't engage in arguments, like if it's constant arguments, once tempers rise, you guys should take time out. Someone needs to call time out. This is what I'm hearing. New ways of communicating with each other. Because no one deserves to suffer in silence. No one. No one should hold their truth to themselves. That's just, you can't shut someone up like that. It's just not nice. Movements, choices, and decisions. Okay? See, there's a lot of twos here. The waiting game. Then we have another one, movement, choices, and decisions. So, you know, just make sure you don't make any hasty decisions, okay? I know with this Venus retrograde, don't make decisions that you're going to regret after this, all right? It takes two people to come up with a decision, especially if it's for the family, what's best for the children, what's best, just for each other. You can't be in a toxic relationship if it's just nothing but toxicity. And you can't be doing this suffering in silence in the waiting game, waiting for someone to speak up, or we can't be at a standstill. I feel two people like this, locked horns. Okay. And always have a positive goal in mind. What is the goal you want to do? I mean, just don't go and just start speaking up and this, that. But what is the goal that we want to attain here? Do we want to work on a new way of communicating? There's a good goal right there. You can start with that. The goal is we're going to plan to stay together to keep the family together. But then this, and this has to be agreed upon together. That's love. So what I'm going to do is pull an advice card. Love this deck. I actually did this in my prior reading. The unicorn deck. Feeling really magical, and this always has a good message, So let's see what we got. Please give me a card for everyone that is in conflict, in a love decision, stay in a relationship, stay in a marriage, not. Okay. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. This is the best advice ever. Speak words of love. Right? Remember, your delivery is really more than what you're saying. Because the way you say it can make or break the whole argument, I really do hope that sheds some light on some of you. If you like the message, make it yours. If you don't, it doesn't have to be your message. You don't have to accept that. We're all humans, and we have the beauty and the power of free will. So I do wish you all good luck with this. I'm going through it too. Doesn't cut me from this as well. So thank you very much, and please leave any comments on what's going on with you. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.